Welcome to Athletes Unlimited Softball on ESPN, presented by Air National Guard. The second of our doubleheader. We hope it lives up to the hype of the first game that we just saw, but it's Team Denham and Team Mulipola, yesterday's winners, trying to build on that success here in Rosemont, Illinois at Parkway Bank Sports Complex. A beautiful day. Morgan Zirkle, our current leader, 3 for 5, a solo home run, and 3 runs scored so far. They still have part of their first game to finish that was suspended. That will be tomorrow. Kelsey Harshman, she's in the top 10 right now. 3 for 3 yesterday, playing some small ball, 3 singles. She'll hope to climb the leaderboard as well as she helps Team Mulipola. They won yesterday, trying to go back-to-back now. Here's what Athletes Unlimited is. 60 of the world's best, 15 players per team. We're looking for those top 4 on the leaderboard because they will draft new teams tomorrow after we finish the week 1 of the season, a 5-week season. Alongside the 2-time All-American Amanda Scarborough, I'm Chucky Kempf. Wow, we've had some good ones. 3 very close games. We hope this one is the same.
Yeah, and we've had 3 complete games and 2 walk-offs. These games have been intense. We've seen pitchers step up at times, hitters come through clutch, but just like not overly too much. I mean, these games have just been so close and so many one-run games. Somebody that I'm keeping my eye on at the plate is going to be Tori Vidalis. She hit a home run yesterday, and she is actually the active leader in RBI, career RBI. She can leave the ballpark at any time, at any pitch, hit a home run off of a changeup, sat back on it. We've seen that smile, the heart, the rounding the bases so many times in her career. Again, nobody has more RBI in their career than Tori Vidalis.
Out of Texas, went to Texas A&M, 2-time first-team All-Selection there, and I think one of the best, most consistent bats at Athletes Unlimited over her career. Well, on the other side, Team Denham sends this lineup to the plate. How about Amanda Lorenz? She's been pretty good herself, hitting .750. It was Anissa Urtez, though, with the walk-off single to win things for them yesterday against Team Rhodes. Hannah Flippen in the 4 spot. Keep an eye on Gwen Svekis. And then Morgan Zirkle, the leader, is down at the 9 hole for Team Denham. Here we go, game 2 of the day. We expected this to be the game that would tell us who our 4 captains are. That's not the case due to weather on Friday. Lorenz swinging first pitch. Shocker, Amanda Lorenz is back on base. Wow, she's been good.
Yeah, getting that hit off of her Gator teammate, Alicia Ocasio, getting the start today for Team Mulipola. Ocasio, love the way that she spins the ball. You're going to see her mix speeds a lot, which is going to help her have more success.
Alicia coming off a Group B Most Outstanding Player performance for Puerto Rico, helping them advance to the WBSC Softball World Cup Finals in 2024. Alicia was lights out. She also hit .333 with a couple doubles, but went 2-0 in the circle with a 1 ERA and 16 strikeouts in 14 innings pitched. That was after she struggled a little bit at AUX, gave up 24 hits and 20 earned runs in just 14 1/3 innings pitched. Kelsey Stewart-Hunter fouls that one down the right side. A Gator in the circle and 2 Florida Gators to lead off this lineup for Team Denham. Alicia was a freshman teammate of Kelsey Stewart-Hunter on their second of back-to-back national championships in 2015. .3-1 does get the outside corner. Stewart-Hunter thought she was headed to first. 3-2 count.
Great pitch, good location, right at the knees on the outside corner. Ocasio throwing with good velocity early in this game too. Upper 60s, low 70s.
Popped into right field. Maddie Husky makes the catch, out number 1.
Shortstop, number 7, Anissa Urtez.
Here's Anissa Urtez, the hero yesterday in the walk-off base hit into center field. Maddie Husky out there making a play. We talked about her yesterday and today in game 1. It's the confidence to call off Kelsey Harshman on a play yesterday. This league, it's all about communication, chemistry, and building that chemistry quickly because you're constantly changing teams, and the rookie has the confidence of her team out in right field. Inside almost got Ortez. Ortez fourth on the leaderboard earlier this summer at AUX. That one almost got her too, and Ocasio wants to talk to Deja Mulipola, or vice versa.
Yeah, missing quite a few of these pitches by a lot. I'm sure she's excited for this start too. Didn't pitch her best in the AUX season and went with Puerto Rico and didn't pitch a ton, she said, but the outings that she did have, she did really well. Swung the bat there too really well.
Low and away, a 4-pitch walk to Anissa Ortez, and first and second with just one out.
Third baseman, number 19, Hannah Flippin.
Now Hannah Flippin. Fourth year out of Bonita, California, watches ball one. Off speed from Ocasio.
That's the way that she can change speeds right there. Just trying early in this game to figure out what's working, what she can throw for a strike, what she's comfortable with, and having to deal with these hitters that are just excellent with a ton of experience.
Hannah Flippin, the first hitter selected in the draft, third overall. Garcia, Faremo, and Jesse Warren were the other first-round picks. Warren over at third base, the second hitter selected, fourth overall. Ground ball right side, chance for two. They do turn it very quickly between Harshman and McKinney. Just what Alicia Ocasio needed to get out of the inning.
Defense has her back. She can spin that pitch down in the zone to induce ground ball outs like this. Needed a double play. She got it wiggling out of that inning.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies, because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Alicia Ocasio gets the ground ball double play to get out of the inning. So 0 for Team Denham in the first. And now Team Mulipola gets their chance against Alyssa Denham. Here's who they send to the plate first. Sydney McKinney, the fantastic rookie from Wichita State. Deja slots herself in between Jesse Warren and Tori Vidalis. Megan Wiggins crushed one the other day, but right at the center fielder. They've got a lot of pop in this order, especially in those top 4 or 5 batters. Here's Alyssa Denham. Friday, she faced 13 batters, picked up 5 outs, and gave up 5 earned. Saturday, she faced 8 batters and got 9 outs, no earned. Was lights out, much better yesterday.
Yeah, had better control of her movement pitches and her spin. They weren't bleeding outside the zone and looked really good. Great rebound from her yesterday. She's thrown a lot this summer over in Japan, and I'm sure wanting to take that momentum that she gained over there into this season.
First pitch outside to Sydney McKinney. The assistant coach under Morgan Zirkle, who's currently standing in center field. So McKinney will be on staff at Marshall. They'll head back right at the conclusion of this season because the players on their team will get there as the AU season is still going on. McKinney's down after she tries to lay down the bunt.
Number 30, Jesse Warren.
Good start for Denham, who's been playing in Japan, a lot of innings in that arm this year, but said she feels much better physically than she did coming into AUX last season. First pitch swinging by Warren is foul.
She's just so difficult to barrel up because of the way that she spins her pitches and changes speeds like crazy. Comfortable throwing to Gwen Svekis back behind the plate, who caught her over in Japan. So very comfortable together.
Great spot there, 0-2.
And when you're captain too, you have the chance to call your name to get the start as much as you want to pitch and you're feeling good. Of course, the team points matter a lot at the end of the day. You need to win. The individual points have a chance to get racked up too.
It's interesting to watch how captains decide to run their teams. Some are a little bit more aggressive. They'll call their name non-stop. Others, saw Danielle O'Toole in San Diego last year when she was crowned the first ever AUX champion. She was very much more of a coach's role. She started her teammate Rachel Garcia and ended up winning instead. Garcia got second as Denham gets Warren looking at strikes.
Just paint the inside corner, took a little bit off of that pitch, and right at the knees of Jessie Warren. All she can do is watch it go in, hope that it breaks off the plate and doesn't get called a strike.
6 pitches, 2 outs for Alyssa Denham. The first pitch strike to Mulipola. How much different does Alyssa Denham look right now than 48 hours ago on her debut this season? Oh, 1. Big cut there. That was in the right-handed batter's box, but we saw Deja hit that pitch out at AUX.
Did you see how much that broke down and broke in? That was nasty. You don't see her swing and miss like that all too often, but that pitch just disappeared.
Denham way ahead. Ground ball right back to her, flips it to first. 9 pitches for Alyssa Denham to go 1-2-3 in the first here against Team Mulipola. The captain starting off hot.
That inning will be worth 20 points if you're new to AU softball.
Athletes Unlimited Softball on ESPN is sponsored by the Air National Guard and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact. We have had a ton of fun here in week 1. This is Team Denham celebrating their win yesterday. Team Mulipola, Jesse Warren and Kat Sandercock. That might be the picture of the week with the 2 Florida State stars getting together after Sandercock came in and picked up the 3-inning save. Good start for both pitchers. Ocasio had to dance out of a little bit of trouble with the ground ball double play in the first inning. Denham goes 1-2-3, 20-inning win points on the line here in the second as Erica Piancastelli leads things off. And now Ocasio starts her off with a strike, 65 miles per hour at the waist. Erica from Italy, got to represent Team Italy in her home country this past week, along with Andrea Filler, who we saw in game 1. Oh-2 coming, just outside.
You have to keep your foot in the box in between pitches, you know, Chucky, but Piancastelli doesn't need to worry about that because she doesn't even step out of the box at all. She just stays right in there, except after a foul ball, but she's ready to hit.
Well, Ocasio, except on foul balls, is basically standing on the rubber when she catches it, ready to go.
Yeah. I like Erica's cleats, too. These are orange.
I wonder if that was planned or if they're always orange.
I know. I wonder the same thing. We'll see next week if she's on a different team.
Inside, fought back to make this a full count. Got the corner. Piancastelli down on strikes for out number 1. Savannah has more on Alicia Ocasio.
Thanks, Chucky. If you're familiar with Alicia Ocasio at all, you know things look a little bit different now. She doesn't come all the way back like she used to in her pitch, and she said that's really to put less strain on her arm. She played through a torn labrum last year. She had surgery. She's recuperated from that. So there's some things that she's really prioritizing. She has a pitch count. She's very open about that. She's going to stick to it. She has a really long summer of softball. You know, she competed with the WBSC. She's going to continue to compete with Team Puerto Rico after this season. And she wants to be in this game a long time. It's something that we talked about coming into this season. She goes, there's some things that I have to do differently if I want to have longevity in my career. And making that change in her windup was one of them, and also being conscious of the load on her body was the second.
A 5th, 6th-year pro out of Florida. Been a member of the Puerto Rican national team since 2013. DJ Sanders has 8 points for getting hit by that pitch as she limps her way down to first.
As she talked to me, Savannah, Alicia Ocasio did before Friday about just how happy she was to be in one place because of how much she's been traveling. Played in El Salvador in the Central American Games and then in Valencia, Spain. So she's been all over the place with Team Puerto Rico, playing in a couple of different tournaments, and has played well with them this summer.
DJ rubbing that one off from Alicia Ocasio with 2 outs here on first base. Now we get the Florida State matchup with Josie Muffley, the rookie, in the batter's box.
But she also did, too, talked about her arm, you guys, and how important it is for her to trust the physical aspect of her arm and what it's been through and where she's at. Kind of bringing together the mental and physical sides of things with her game in terms of what she's doing in the circle. So that she gained some velocity and just worked on pitching more instead of just throwing past couple of weeks. Trying to take that into this game.
Muffley deep to left field. Wiggins goes back and makes the grab at the track. Spinning at the last second, a great catch from the 13-year pro Megan Wiggins.
And a line drive hit right toward left field to Megan Wiggins, who has to adjust. The wind is blowing so hard to left field. I'm sure it played tricks on the ball, but the veteran has seen just about everything.
Voting for game one today is now complete. Here are the results. Third place, A.
I didn't have the representation when I was young. I looked up to baseball players like Jeter. I want to be just like Jeter. I think it's so wonderful that there's women in sport now and they can aspire to be just like us.
What a play, Sis Bates!
You give little girls a hope and a dream that, hey, maybe that can be me.
Oh my goodness! Called strike 3.
This game, and there's a look at the rest of the top
Back
12
in Rosemont, bottom of the second, 20-inning win points on the line. Team Mulipola coming to the plate. No hits for them in the first, just one for Team Denham through 2 innings at the plate.
From Friday when there was bad weather
Great
here at Rosemont.
first game today. Coming down to the wire, a walk-off squeeze bunt from Sierra Romero that sent Victoria Hayward across to secure the win for Team McClenny. It was right after Rachel Garcia tied things up in the top of that inning with a solo home run. Denham misses outside, ball 1 to Tori Vidalis.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see the package that we have in store to show you that squeeze play. What a cool moment. Rachel Garcia tied it up in the top of the 7th, and then Team McClenny answered back.
Vidalis swinging, foul ball. 1-1 count to her. Saw the home run yesterday. Tori, somebody who seems to always feel real comfortable out there. Hit 361 at AUX and is right back to it here in the championship season. Just misses. We've got our star in the stands, Kaylee Clifton. Shannon Sales sitting next to her. Kaylee, we saw both of you at AUX. Tell us first, what is it with these close games, the intensity? Like, do you guys feel that as players, that it's just ramped up?
I was actually talking about that in the dugout today. I was like, have you guys noticed that they're much like lower scoring games and the hits aren't as high as they were in AUX? And I don't know, we're trying to figure that out. We're like, are people's bodies just more recovered? Like, we're not as tired. We don't have the double header games. You know, we don't know what it is, but they're definitely more intense and you feel it all 7 innings.
There's Tori Vidalis into right field with a base hit. Who you got down there? Anybody special you're sitting next to?
I got Tessa here with me. I have Liv. We got some pitchers in this row. Obviously Shannon, pitcher as well. We got some good snacks. We got some nacho cheese and jalapenos here. I like some spice. Yeah.
Is it weird to like be in the stands because you're out on the field so much, or in the dome, like to have a different view of the game?
This is definitely my first time having this view. So it is different because anytime us as players come and watch a game, we're always sitting in the outfield. So, you know, we're up close and personal and you can actually see some good pitches move from right here. So It's not a bad spot.
How special is it for you this week on Team Roads? You've got, I think there's 4 Sooners in the field. You've got 3 of them. Nicole Mendez is the lone one on a different team. How special has that been?
I just love being with any of my Sooner sisters. Shannon is actually my roommate, so that's awesome. We get to ride the field together, do all the things. And then obviously playing with Sid, she was, you know, she's my best friend, and we played all 4 years together at OU. So I just love getting to be on their team again and just have fun. I don't know. It's fun here, and we already have the experience together, and it's just, we make it fun, and it's great.
Yeah, you mentioned all these close games that we've had in that last one. You're on the losing side of it, but a squeeze play to win the game. How surprised were you guys?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that one coming, especially from Sierra Romero, who's been swinging a hot stick the whole time. You know, props to her for just being heads up and keeping us on our toes, because someone who's been seeing the ball really well and hitting really well, and then she just lays a bunt down, like first pitch, it's pretty awesome. It sucks, you know, going against us, but that's good softball.
It really was. Thank you so much, Kaylee. Hey, I need snowboarding tips next time we come to you in the stands, so think
Okay.
of some of your best ones for us.
I got you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's Kaylee Clifton, our star in the stands. We'll check in on her. Wiggins, ground ball, and it was a little wild there. Muffley had to make a tough catch. I don't think they would have got Wiggins anyway, but there's one
Second
out.
baseman, number 33,
Again, a
Kelsey
different
Harshman.
position for Josie Muffley, the rookie. Used to seeing her play shortstop at Florida State, and now she's playing second base and playing in the pros. Talking to Anissa Urtez right there about the location of that throw. Is a tough one to handle. She put a little zip behind it too.
We saw Josie Muffley's mom actually between games, and she had on the coolest shirt. It was a kind of an animated picture of Josie jumping for a ball, and it said Air Josie across the chest. It was so cool.
We're used to seeing Josie Muffley make some Sports Center top 10 plays over at shortstop in her career at Florida State. Made a lot of them.
Something about her making grabs at the end of games, too. She saw it at the Women's College World Series on the double play. We saw one really early in the season against Indiana. She made an incredible catch, moving backwards from shortstop, diving into left field. The question is, will we ever see the Muffley-Warren left side of the infield? They never played together at Florida State, but what a view that would be for Seminole softball fans. Kelsey Harshman's been a tough out. 3 for 3 yesterday, all 3 of them singles. Two-two. Out straight back right on the handle for Harshman.
Tough pitch to hit. This addendum just continuing to spin it and mix speeds just like crazy.
Harshman, an all-defensive team member on last summer's championship season, hits this one well into center. Zirkle has it, and there's 2 outs. Smoked that ball.
88, Nadia Taylor.
Well, for every run scored during this year's Athletes Unlimited softball season, Aspiration committed to planting 10 trees. Stay tuned throughout the year to see how many trees will be planted thanks to Aspiration's support. Nadia Taylor, first time captain a month ago during AUX. Ended up finishing in 18th place. Her best finish has not finished below 29th. So she's been in an 11-spot window. This is her 6th Athletes Unlimited season she has participated in. Denham jumps out 0-2. Nadia swinging into right field. Bianca Stelli has it in foul territory. A leadoff single for Vidalis, and then 1-2-3 from Denham.
I'm Technical Sergeant Reese Singer. The Air National Guard's motto is always ready, always there. We proudly partner with Athletes Unlimited to support players who are always ready to compete for the top spot. Let's find out who climbed their way up the leaderboard rankings to earn the title of the Air National Guard's Mover of the Week.
Our mover of the week, Morgan Zirkle. She'll lead off this inning. She is currently in third, entered the day in first, but she had a big day yesterday as well.
Yeah, 3 for 3, including a home run. So 2 singles, and then this home run to right field. That was just a towering shot. Morgan Zirkle from the 9th spot, going 3 for 3 and getting a lot of points.
She was voted MVP 1 yesterday. That's worth 60 points. She has finished in the top 6 in 2 of the 3 championship seasons. She got some MVP points in both of those. Last year was her worst championship finish in 38th, and she didn't have any MVP points. Already 60 this season. She finds herself in third, which is a great spot to be if you want to lead your own team. Still some time left in this week. They are losing in the suspended game in the bottom of the 5th, which will be finished tomorrow to Team McClinney. They're down 8-3. But right now, Zirkle in third. The top 2 are Faremo and Romero, and then Danielle Gibson in 4th. All of those, a lot of blue at the top. After Team McClinney's big win today, they picked up a ton of win points. But those blue names are in a really good spot, because if they do close the door, Zirkle lines one up the middle. If they can beat Team Denham in that suspended game tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of win points for them. Sierra Romero specifically, who should have some MVP points coming. I think we might see our first Romero captaincy come tomorrow.
You're feeling it?
I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be tough for somebody to get rid of Sierra unless Team Denham has a big comeback.
Definitely is off to a hot start, that's for sure. And then that squeeze play, mwah, it was just so good to end last game, getting that RBI and the win.
Romero got MVP 2 in that game. I think she'll get at least that in the other game. Faremo had MVP 1, which is 60 points, and Rachel Garcia, in a losing effort, had MVP 3.
Yeah, Faremo's been called a lot in the circle with Team McClinney.
First pick from Haley McClinney, followed by Georgina Korick, took care of her pitching rotation first things first on draft day.
And a rookie at the top of the leaderboard. Megan Faremo in the 1 spot right now.
2 of the top 4 would be first-time captains. Zirkle is captain before, and so is Danielle Gibson. And again, a lot to be decided still. Team Mulipola won their first game. They're obviously playing right now, and then they have a full game tomorrow against Team Rhodes. Everybody loves to rep Athletes Unlimited. You can too. Be sure to check out the new AU softball merch for the season, including personalized player tees. Seen a lot of those today. Go to shop.auprosports.com to get yours today. Beautiful day in Rosemont. Top of the 3rd, 0-0. 30 inning win points on the line here. We've rolled over the first 2 innings. Hard hit ball to Harshman. Basically works as a sacrifice there.
Shortstop, number 7, Anissa Hurtez.
Second and third, Anissa Hurtez, the walk-off hero yesterday. She just seems to have that clutch gene. First pitch, watches it. Nice spot from Ocasio. Anissa sits in 10th on the leaderboard right now. Right back to that same spot.
Yeah, it kind of like floats in there. It's spinning so much, it floats to that outside corner.
One more time, but a little bit further. We've seen that, it feels like, a lot with pitchers, especially here in this first week. They go to a spot, maybe a take. They say, okay, I'm gonna go right back to that. Is that just part of the mind games, just trying to find the recipe? Zertez gets under this to left field. Wiggins catches, and you're not going to get Zirkle going home. Nice sacrifice fly, the first run of the game.
Generates another run. Zirkle just all over it offensively. Leadoff single, able to come around to score.
So they get something out of it, and now those 30 points. You'll need a response from Team Mulipola in the bottom half. There's that spot again from Alicia. Outside corner, off-speed pitch to Flippin.
Yeah, so might go to the same side of the plate, but vary the speed or the movement. Like that, the one before was 56 miles an hour, and then she throws it 10 miles an hour harder to that same side of the plate. So you might stay in the same general area, but you're just continuing to mix spin and speed.
1-1, Flippin trying to lay down a bunt 1 and 2.
It's a good idea. I'm sure Jesse Warren over there at third base is thinking, oh, maybe didn't expect that. She loves to anticipate those bunts, and I'm sure just hates it when one gets laid down in front of her. Good idea by Flip.
Got her on the off speed. Flippin goes down swinging. They do get a run though, 1-0. Team Denham strikes. Team Mulipola has to respond.
Everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Well, this is what happened earlier. Top of the 7th, down 1. Rachel Garcia off her former UCLA teammate, Megan Faremo. That tied the game in the top of the 7th. So a little bit of trouble in the bottom half. Garcia comes in. This is the first pitch she throws. A squeeze bunt by Sierra Romero. In comes Victoria Hayward. Unbelievable finish to that game for Team McClenny to win.
That was the first pitch that Rachel Garcia had thrown in that inning, and Sierra Romero puts down the squeeze play to score Victoria Hayward. Megan Faremo gets MVP 1, Romero MVP 2, and Garcia, despite the loss, gets MVP 3. But really awesome squeeze play. Victoria Hayward was at third base. She had singled to find a way to get on in the bottom of the 7th inning. During the pitching change, before Rachel Garcia had come out, their team had gotten together too, and Victoria Hayward came up with the idea to do a squeeze play with Sierra Romero in the box. And I asked Victoria Hayward, was Sierra on board right away? Like, what did she say? And Victoria said, no, she looked at me like I was crazy. And so Vic said, all right, you know, whatever, do your thing. She said, but if at any point in the at-bat you're feeling it, give me a sign. And so right before that pitch, Sierra Romero did indeed give her a sign. Remember, she was at third base.
Jackson.
I'm down for that if you guys want.
Only if you're down. You call it.
I'm down.
Just look at me or touch your helmet or something and call it anytime you want. And if not, let's do our thing.
Okay.
Maybe that's a sign right there, kind of grabbing her jersey. And then being able to put it down. You see Hayward's reaction and did it super quickly. There has to be so much trust in that from Sierra Romero and Vic Hayward, paying attention at third base, looking for that sign that Sierra Romero is going to lay down that bunt. And Sierra Miller actually, you know, she was pretty on board after Hayward brought it up. Like, yeah, I can do that. But nobody was expecting it on the other team because of how well Sierra Miller has been swinging the bat so far this season.
Yeah. First pitch, too. Didn't think about it much. Denham gets the call in the outside corner to Jasmine Jackson. Just unbelievable finish, though. And we talked to Kaylee Clifton about the intensity of this season, just everything being ramped up a little bit. There's no double headers, which I think is an interesting talking point for why these games have been so good. Maybe a little bit easier to lock in pitch to pitch, play to play, because you know just the one game. The doubleheader teams really struggled in the shortened AUX season. And there it is from Denham outside corner again. Jasmine Jackson wasn't convinced on that pitch.
Love just finding different ways to win the game, though. You know, remember Haley McClenny led off that inning. She didn't get on. Hayward backs her up.
Jackson swinging, tough spot here down the line. Lorenz lays out, but it's foul. Just beyond her outstretched glove.
Again, the wind is blowing straight toward left field, so that ball was probably, in Amanda Lorenz's eyes off the bat, a more catchable ball than it ended up because it just continued to tail foul and further away from her, and then just kind of dove down too. That wind just pushed it even more foul and away from her.
Talked about Bianca Stelli's orange cleats. Lorenz rocking the pink cleats. Jasmine Jackson right in the square of her back. Denham checks on her, and Jasmine gonna walk it off down to first base. That's 8 points, but she paid for it.
I've seen quite a few hit by pitches early this season. And I think it's because these pitchers are really trying to work more off the plate. They do not want to miss more on the plate, and pitchers are looking good these past few games. So whatever they're doing is working, just trying to be careful.
She looks like she's all right over there, a little sore maybe. Sydney McKinney grounded out her last trip up. She laid down a bunt and got out, and that fouled back off Svekis, who looks all right. McKinney hit .520 each of her last 2 years at Wichita State. You get a look there at Gwen, all smiles behind the plate.
And Sydney McKinney likes to get in the front of the box against Alyssa Denham. Notice that in her first at bat too. Laid down a bunt. You're so used to seeing hitters these days get all the way in the back of the box using every single centimeter of chalk that they have behind them. But look at Sydney McKinney moving to the front, trying to beat the break of Alyssa Denham.
Swings at that one for strike two. A couple players here at Athletes Unlimited who have played with McKinney before on Team USA just say she's a baller. She is a weapon on the field because she can do so many different things at the plate. One, two outside. Saw McKinney at second base for the majority of the AUX season, but at shortstop this week and at the end of AUX. Gwen scoops that one off the turf, 3-2. Morgan Zirkle did not know Sydney McKinney personally before she hired her. Hired her after AUX, got to know her a little bit, said she's a mid-major superstar. She's a perfect fit for our program. Up the middle, that's a close play. Urtez does beat Jackson to the bag for out number 2.
That was so close, and then Muffley and Urtez and Jackson, everybody is headed to the exact same spot. Jackson trying to get to second base, so is Urtez. She just barely gets her foot in there. Muffley covering just in case Urtez wants to give the toss. It was faster for her just to go on her own and get that force out.
Here's Warren. First pitch swinging, Denham has it. Low throw scooped up by Stuart Hunter. Nice play at first to pick up her pitcher. Well, there it is. 30 inning win points there for Team Denham.
Soft contact, and Denham holds onto that a little too long. Kelsey Stuart Hunter, wow, what a pick.
And that was enough for the points. Right now, Team Denham leads.
Inning win points for everybody on Team Denham. That has a big impact on our leaderboard. Morgan Zirkle back in the top spot. Her team coming to the plate here in the top of the 4th inning. This one moving right along with the pitcher's duel between Alicia Ocasio and Alyssa Denham. Alicia maybe settling in a little bit more. Came out of the gates, gave up the leadoff single, a walk of Ortez, but got the double play ground ball. Saw just 4 batters in the 2nd inning. Gave up 1 run, but she looks just different right now than what we saw a month ago. And we are joined by her catcher, Deja Mulipola, behind the plate. Deja went big on the pitchers early, McQuillan and Ocasio, and you've seen good things from both of them so far. What's worked so well for you guys?
You know, I think they're just testing their stuff, coming from AUX or the Japan League for Taylor, coming into the champ season. You know, they wanted to trust their stuff and get back to the old them that made them successful, and I think we're seeing that today.
Erica Piancastelli leading off this inning.
Deja, what do you like to talk to your pitchers about in between innings when you guys are on offense in the dugout?
I like to get on the same page as them as far as my pitch calling, making sure that we're still on the same page. If they need a mix of anything more, what they need from me feedback-wise, what I'm saying. So a combination of all of those.
Tell us about your relationship with your facilitator, Ellie Cooper. How have you utilized her this week?
She's been amazing. She was my facilitator last season in the last series, and so I feel like we've just picked up on that page and we've been rolling. She's good energy, good people, and I'm glad she's on my team for week 1.
Those last 2 pitches before what looked like that pitch up in the zone, maybe that was a rise ball, but the last 2 pitches, the off-speed pitches, is that an off-speed drop ball that you're calling, Deja?
That's just her drop ball. It does what it does. She can change the speed on it if she wants.
Right to Jasmine Jackson. And
Keep
there's
using
one out.
it. Yelly. Got one.
Deja, who was a catcher that you looked up to when you were growing up?
I looked up to a lot of different catchers and just picking their game. One of them's up to bat right now. Her and Taylor Edwards. So I feel like just taking bits and pieces from everybody and kind of crafting it into my own game. But I've actually looked up to a lot of middle infielders like Natasha Watley, people who weren't catchers as well.
She's standing right by you, but why'd you look up to Gwen specifically? What have you learned from her?
Her knowledge of the game is just out of this world. I know you guys know this, but her working with pitchers, she always gets good feedback, so it's for a reason.
Anything different for you? Obviously, you're the champion, the reigning champ. Anything different for you this season, approach-wise, mentality? Do you feel any different than last season?
I would say I'm just on the same page as my pitchers, trying to get back to that same feeling that makes me me, and trying to bring out the best in my teammates so that they feel the same.
How many pitches ahead? How many pitches ahead do you like to look? We talked to some of the pitchers about your pitch calling specifically, and you kind of like to maybe look a pitch or two ahead to try to set up pitches. What's really like your mentality when you do that?
I can have a game plan as much as I want, but it changes pitch to pitch, and I'm trying to vibe off my pitcher as well and see what she sees and just try to hop on that page as fast as I can. But sometimes these batters give us a run for our money, so.
2-2 from Alicia. The right field long run
Yes,
from Maddie Husky. Nice grab for out number 2.
Way to trust it.
Deja, we appreciate the time. Always love listening to you behind the plate. We're just going to listen in the rest of the way.
Okay, thanks for having me, y'all. Yeah, Lily.
2 outs for DJ Sanders.
Going to that pitch over and over again. That's her drop ball that, even a changeup, that was a little bit slower at 52. Her drop ball just seems like an off-speed pitch at about 56, 57.
I like it!
Being able to vary her speeds all the way up to 66. I mean, this is when Alicia Ocasio is throwing her best, that she's just varying her speeds and spin, able to work more down in the zone with that drop.
Just outside. She really is grooving, though, isn't she? The pace she's throwing with. 9 on the pitch clock when she started that windup. Popped up foul territory. Warren coming on, can't get there.
Good effort, Jess. Good job, Lee.
No, she wants those.
Oh, yeah. It's in the air for like anything, probably more than 0.6 seconds, then she thinks that she can get it. Playing way behind the third base back now. Wow.
1-2, back to Ocasio.
Good stuff, Lily.
1-2-3 inning. Deja mic'd up.
Good job.
Alicia Ocasio in a groove. Pitcher's duel here in Rosemont.
Softball fans, it's time for another edition of Guess Who? And today,
Rounds third, the throw home. Got her!
Enough for Hens to be there.
That's right. We are fans too.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
One 1-0 inning win points up for grabs here. Team Denham has all 30 of the first 30 available. Chance here for Team Mulipola to get on the board. Up the stakes this summer by participating in the Fantasy Pick'em League next week. Predict the top 4 and win an Athlete Causes prize pack. Make your picks now at auprosports.com/fantasy. Alyssa Denham back in the circle. 3 zeros, just 1 hit allowed so far for last year's second place finisher behind Deja Mulipola, the champion, who was at the plate to lead this inning off. Catches the top of the zone, strike 1. Deja grounded out to Denham her first trip up. 0-1 a little bit outside. Great relationship pitcher-catcher here between Denham and Svekis on the same team in Japan. Alyssa Denham has started every regular season game for her Japanese professional team. She leads the league in innings pitched. Has been in Japan since February, and she will return in about 5 weeks' time at the conclusion of this season to finish the second half of the Japanese season.
What a grind.
All the way to November.
Called a lot. Used to getting these starts, and takes a lot of endurance, staying in shape, taking care of your body, the recovery behind it.
Ground ball back to Denham. Second time Mulipola's done that. Alyssa's been busy in the circle defensively as well. There's one out. It's the 4th ground ball back to her.
And she's so tall too. So she's 6'1", long legs, long arms, really tall, covers a lot of ground. Those one hoppers that come right back at her, she can steal them.
Vidalis the lone hit for Team Mulipola. I believe it's 8 ground ball outs so far for Alyssa Denham. It's in for strike 1.
Just liking the way that these pitchers have shown up. And fun fact about Alyssa Denham, she says that she can pitch right-handed and left-handed, which I feel like we need video of her pitching left-handed.
Yeah, I agree. Ground ball right side, another one. Picked up by Muffley.
She has that down spin, Chucky, with really good drop ball that she was known for when she was in college, and creates a lot of ground ball outs. And the way that she mixes speeds, a lot of softer contact or balls that just stay in the yard.
Quick 2 outs here for Denham. Megan Wiggins reached on a fielder's choice her first trip up. Popped up, first pitch swinging, long run here. Lorenz coming on, dives and just missed it. Second time she's almost had one on a long run.
Oh, man. Just going as hard as she possibly can go to track down this foul ball. You mentioned it, second one that she's laid out for, and she's come within a glove's length of getting.
It's that wind, it's pushing that direction.
Yep.
The pink glove, the pink shoes.
I think a pink bow, too.
Outside ball 1. She was actually on the video board before the game. It was something, some sort of like player styling video. She was going through her wardrobe. She's decked out.
You just see her stirring, too. Just always thinking.
Nice spot from Denham on the outside corner, 1 and 2.
Right now she's talking to people in the players' suite. But yeah, her fashion, she said, I think it's neutrals and pink.
Okay. That's me without the pink. Neutrals, though. You got some pink.
Oh yeah, I love all of the different variations of pink. And that was even before Barbie that I liked pink. And Amanda too, I can vouch for her.
Wiggins stays alive. Wiggins from Winder, Georgia. Has her own antique business, buys and sells all sorts of stuff. Worked on a remodeling team in the offseason. Bounces that one in, full count now. Saw her at regionals in Athens supporting the Georgia Bulldogs. They advanced to Tallahassee where they lost to Florida State in 2 games. It would go on to be the national runners-up.
I feel like Megan Wiggins is involved in a lot of different things, always supporting her Bulldogs, remodeling team, antique business, coaches a 16U travel ball team. Has her hand in a lot.
When you talk, you just get the feeling she has to be busy. I don't think she's not big on downtime. She's got to be doing something. And is not showing any signs of slowing down with regards to her professional softball career.
Good at bat by her to draw that walk.
8 points for Wiggins and a 2-out base runner here with Kelsey Harshman coming to the plate.
Kelsey Harshman has seen the ball well past couple of days. All of her hits have been hard hits, couple of hits yesterday.
Just picking up where she left off with Canada over at the World Cup qualifiers. Hit .444, 3 extra base hits.
Well, and she talked about too, something that she overcame was getting cut from the 2019 Pan Am team. She said that was a huge wake-up call for her. Figured out the commitment of what it takes to play at this highest level, and she said, I haven't looked back since. That was just a big motivation for her to get to where she's at now.
She's one of a handful of Canadian players. Victoria Hayward won. Sarah Gronewagen did play in AU before. And broadcasters, Danielle Laurie, a member of that bronze medal team, the first ever medal for a Canadian softball team at the Olympics. One spins it in there. That was really moving to the outside corner.
It was. Backdoor curveball. Alyssa Denham can just spin it a lot of different ways. It's really fun to watch. Again, those long levers, it just probably is in the box. Looks like a lot coming at you, and then it just spins deceptively.
Harshman stabbed by Ortez. Former defensive MVP still got it.
She makes a nice glove play.
If that was just a little bit higher, I mean, a little bit, maybe an inch or two, it would have snuck over Ortez's head and been a hit. And Harshman's reaction was classic.
To the fifth we go, 1-0, 20 inning points on the line after they roll over from the fourth. Team Denham on top. History being made as Athletes Unlimited brings the first ever pro softball games to the Little League Softball World Series in Greenville, North Carolina. Don't miss it. August 9th, 4:30 and 7 Eastern on ESPN2 to watch the AU Pro Games. Get your tickets today to attend in person, auprosports.com for more info. That brings us back to our star in the stands, Kaylee Clifton. How excited is this group of players to go to the Little League Softball World Series and play in front of those crowds?
I think it's super important because we obviously have girls in this league that have been there and done that and played in that specific tournament with Little League World Series. So I think it's cool to just like show where you've come from and like now we're giving back in a way, but it's also cool to just be there with those little girls who probably aspire to like be at this level one day. So it's just really awesome.
Kaylee, take us back to when you were 11 or 12. What were you like as a softball player?
I was little bitty. I feel like I was just like blue collar, gritty, like just I'd put a bunt down. I was doing anything I could just to get on base. Didn't hit for power, just very little, and I always played shortstop. So I was kind of fast and little.
Why did you start? Like, how did you get going?
So I actually started playing softball when I was 3 years old, and that's because I have 3 older siblings, and they all played as well, like just around my town type of thing. And so I was always at the ball field as a baby, and I started when I was 3.
Wow. Got a new pitcher in there, Taylor McQuillan, right now. But Kaylee, we have to ask you, too. You always wanted to be a Sooner.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like the day you found out that you were going to go play for Patty Gasso?
A dream come true. I really didn't care to go to any other visits. I didn't care to go to any other camps. Like, Oklahoma was home to me. I mean, I was born and raised 30 minutes from campus. So I went to the camps. I wanted to go there so bad. And so getting the call from Coach Gasso and knowing that I got to be on the team or was going to get to be on the team was dream come true. It's like it's all I wanted to do.
Josie Muffley walks, 8 points for her. Leadoff walk against McQuillan. You're a woman of many talents, great basketball player, were recruited for that, but also, and this is where I got to go because when I went snowboarding, it was the most painful experience of my life. You are a great snowboarder, you have your own board. How did that come about?
So my family has been going on ski trips ever since I was a baby, and I actually started skiing when I was 3 years old. So I started playing softball and I started skiing when I was 3 years old. So I have been doing it for many, many years, and probably when I was 14, 15 years old, I switched to snowboarding, but I started out as a skier. So I already kind of knew how to get down a mountain, and then later in life, switched to snowboarding.
I mean, I got down the mountain, it was just painful and usually on my butt, but it works. All right, Kaylee, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
No wonder why she's such a good athlete. She just starts everything when she's 3 years old.
Yeah.
And just gets invested in everything, basketball, softball, skiing, and snowboarding. Many talents.
She's one you're picking if you're just going to go do something random, play pickleball, do you know, something like that as a group with these athletes. You want Kaylee Clifton on your team. Sitting next to a former Oklahoma Sooner and Shannon Sale as well, who pitched great today. As good as we've seen her this summer, and you can tell she's been working in that break. Came in relief for Team Rhodes. Everybody that we have seen, for the most part, has thrown really effectively today.
Yeah, you can tell, though, that McQuillan is a little bit off these first 2 hitters that she's facing. So Molly Pola is going to go out there and give her a little words of encouragement, maybe something that she sees in her mechanics, or maybe a pitch that she's going to call and have confidence in, but a little wild.
Zirkle taps it. Warren's there. Throw to first, not in time. Nice scoop over there by Vidalis. Maybe keeps Josie Muffley at first.
Such a big out with how hot Morgan Zirkle has been. And even though she just made that out, she's the one that's on top of the leaderboard. So for Taylor McQuillan to have that leadoff walk and then pop up Morgan Zirkle, that's a big out facing the top of the lineup now.
Lorenz in 4th, Ortez in 5th, also playing in this game. Everybody chasing, for the most part, Zirkle and then a lot of Team McClenny. There's Haley in 11th. See if she can make a late climb. Alyssa Denham also in a good spot, especially if she keeps pitching like this. MVP nods will be going her way. Outside corner, strike to Amanda Lorenz.
Hey, look at this leaderboard, Chucky, with Morgan Zirkle on top. But Megan Fremo moved 36 spots up today. That's how important those wins are.
She came in one of the best pitching performances of the season so far. McQuillan we saw the other day with one of those. She's ahead of Lorenz 1-2. Slaps that one, just protecting. Faremo had 212 points today. It's a big day. 272 overall.
That will move you up the leaderboard.
Bit, especially early.
It's in one game.
I think we're going to have a close season.
Oh, that was such a good pitch. Almost got Amanda Lorenz on that check swing, but we keep hearing if you go inside to Amanda Lorenz, it has to be on her back foot. This time it's McQuillan coming from the left-hand side, lefty-on-lefty matchup. Almost gets her.
2-2.
I mean, when she's going in, she's going way in. You cannot miss over the inside corner, inside part of the plate to Amanda Lorenz. She is so quick to the inner half. It's tough, though, this lefty-on-lefty matchup, because McQuillan hides the ball for so long. Spot there goes from way inside to that curveball, about 2 balls off the plate. Good eye by Amanda.
3-2, 19th pitch coming from McQuillan. 1 out, 1 on. Muffley at first. Has some speed over there. 12 of 14 stolen bases for Lonnie Alameda this year. McQuillan has to go to first for out number 2.
First baseman, number 77.
Has not been easy, but Taylor McQuillan 1 out away from getting out of this.
You can tell she's feeling a little bit different than what she felt yesterday in her start. No 2 days are ever going to feel the same as a pitcher, and you just still work through it, find what you have that day, and try to find ways to get outs like she's doing here.
Called strike 1 against Kelsey Stewart-Hunter. Named an assistant coach at Ohio State on Friday from Wichita, Kansas. Kelsey's first action since 2021. Base hit up the middle. Around comes Muffley. She will score, and Stewart-Hunter up to second.
Shortstop, number 7.
RBI for Kelsey Stewart-Hunter. Scores a second run for Team Denham. Gets through the infield. Just a soft hit ground ball to center field, and with Muffley's speed at center field, this ball has to be cut. There's no reason for it to go all the way to the plate, because when that happens, she gets herself into scoring position. When you're in the middle of the lineup for Team Denham, now it's another opportunity for them to score. That play on defense must be cut.
Stewart-Hunter missed last season because she was having her son Trace, just under about a year old. We saw him at AUX. There is the rookie, Catherine Sandercock, getting loose in the bullpen for Team Mulipola. Anissa Urtez has reached with a walk in the first and then had the RBI sacrifice fly in the third. We've seen her glove work at shortstop. Takes a strike on the inside corner, 1-2.
And Team Denham has had their leadoff hitter on 3 out of the 5 innings that they've hit offensively, and 2 of them they've scored. Compared to on the other side for Team Mulipola, just got their leadoff on once.
Still looking for their first run. Just 1 hit so far through 4 innings for Team Mulipola. here a month ago, right? With what we saw offensively and
Yeah,
now this.
we were right here. Different air quality, I think.
Yeah, that's
but
correct.
we were right here. It's a little bit prettier.
That is accurate. 3-2 ground ball left side. Warren scoops it up. Tough hop makes the play. Jessie Warren making it look easy at third base. Because for her, it usually is. Bottom of the 5th we go. 20 inning win points on the line. Two 2-0. Team Denham gets another one in the 5th and trying to pick up those inning win points. Let's go into the game with Air National Guard and Amanda Lorenz.
Damn, that hurt so bad. I wanted to stay there for another 20 minutes. Hurt so bad. Jeez Louise. That's 2 dives with nothing to show for it. Ew. That one was
Yeah, you want to catch one of them, especially because she's going so hard. And it might look graceful, you know, when she dives head first, but it hurts when you land.
She's going to get one.
She's going to get one. No doubt. Just if this wind would ever just, you know, dial it back a little bit, give the outfielder a little more chance.
Odyssey Alexander into pitch, replacing Alyssa Denham, who was absolutely rolling. We saw Odyssey yesterday, 2 1/3, gave up just 1 hit and 2 earned, but it was the 3 walks that hurt her a little bit. We'll see if she can dial that location here.
Yeah, she looked good. She was throwing hard, 69, 70 miles an hour. That rise ball was rising, jumping up and into the right-handed hitters. Set up everything else.
Nadia Taylor leading off. Huge cut right there.
That rise ball up and into these right-handed hitters is just something else the past 2 days.
Oh, 0-1 now to Nadia Taylor. There it is again.
It was right back to it. It's the pitch that looked the best to me in her outing. It's going to be up to Team Mulipola to lay off of that pitch and make her go to something else to get a called strike, to find the strike zone, bring it down.
It's almost like Odyssey couldn't get a great grip on the ball the other day a few times. Oh, Nadia swung at that and it hit her. She seems all right. There's probably nobody tougher.
Did it hit her or did it hit off of her handle?
Maybe it did, maybe off the knob or something.
I think it got so far up and in her hand. Let's see. Oh, it did hit, I think, off of the handle and into her right shoulder. Yeah.
He took
right
a little
shoulder.
sting out of it at least, but
I think maybe they're talking about if it did actually hit off of her bat and into her, or if she swung through it.
they're trying to sort things out right now. Giving an explanation to Ellie Cooper, the facilitator for Team Mulipola. Cameron Ellison, the home plate umpire, Don Brown at first, and Jim Cooper at third.
This is so tricky to actually be able to see. Actually, they're gonna challenge it, I think, because if Team Woolley-Pola is challenging it, then I feel like they're calling that she's out.
The original call I thought was foul ball.
Team
Me too,
Woolley-Pola
but
has initiated a captain's challenge.
But apparently that's not correct, because
of a
Team
swing
Woolley-Pola
by Nadia Taylor.
is challenging.
Well, and it could have been, Chucky, that maybe the home plate umpire thought that it was a foul ball off of her bat into her shoulder, and then he got the umpires together, and maybe they had said that no, they didn't see it hit off of the bat, and that it just hit her shoulder.
I'm starting to think it was not fouled.
The call on the field we just heard was a swinging strikeout. So that is what they're trying to overturn.
Review to determine whether or not
Trying to see if it hit off of her,
it was a foul ball on the swing.
off of her bat. So hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't know that there's enough to overturn this. Whatever the call on the field was, I think you almost have to let it stand.
Right here. Yeah, maybe it didn't hit off of her bat.
Originally, I think we both thought it maybe did, but after these there's a couple looks from behind like that make it look like she did miss it.
Could tell how Odyssey Alexander was wanting to attack Nadia Taylor, though. 3 rise balls in a row in that exact same spot.
Looks like it just got relayed. And it is a strikeout, no foul ball. Challenge unsuccessful. So 1 out. Dead ball strike 3 is what they called.
Number 90, Maddie Husky.
Maddie Husky was due up, but it'll be a pinch hitter for Husky. Veteran catcher Sachel Palacios stepping in.
Right fielder Maddie Husky. Number 13, Sachel Palacios.
Their first plate appearance of the season here in their second game. Catcher out of Arizona State also has a very talented younger sister, Charlize Palacios, who played at UCLA this season after starting her career at Arizona, where she was the 3-time All Pac-12 catcher. .1-0 from Alexander. It's fouled off Svekis. Second time that's happened.
Odyssey's bringing it too with velo 69-70.
Talk some things over and have a laugh real quick as they try to get Sachel. Team Woolley-Pola need a run, or else they will have dropped the first 50-inning win points. That's fouled out of play. You surprised Alyssa Denham pulled herself?
Yeah, a little bit, for sure. She's pitching well. Maybe thinking about tomorrow, too, although I guess they just have a couple more innings left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The suspended game that they'll finish is the one that Denham started. She faced 13 batters, got just 5 outs, gave up 5 earned, did not make it out of the second inning. Just misses from Alexander.
I wasn't expecting that, really. 7, 8, 9 coming up in the lineup. Third time through seeing her would be Sydney McKinney, the leadoff hitter on come up.
Bottom of the order was 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch against her. 3-2, swing and a miss.
I think Odyssey Alexander looks different than a few weeks ago.
Number 24, Jasmine Jackson.
Goes to her screwball. Moving away from Palacios, gets her to fish out there on the outside corner. A little bit of upspin to it as well, up movement. 2 strikeouts for Odyssey.
Good spot to Jasmine Jackson for strike 1. Hit by a pitch right in the back by Alyssa Denham last time up. Again, on that outside edge.
Yeah, the umpire is giving them these outside corners, and I think it's helping kind of fuel the confidence of the pitchers. We've been seeing it really all weekend long.
Gwen lined up back out there, and Jackson had to go for it that time. Odyssey Alexander, 2 strikeouts, a soft ground ball, and 20 more inning win points for her team.
And they pick up 4 inning win points.
How about Nicole Levy matching the league single game record, 6 goals, a double hat trick, no big deal on Saturday, a couple 2-pointers as well. That's over in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. If you're looking for Athletes Unlimited, you've got softball and you've got lacrosse in full swing right now. Week 2 of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse concludes this afternoon, actually, on ESPN2. It's coming up really quick in about 40 minutes. At 5 Eastern, it'll be Team Colson and Team Reed starting you off, and then Team Apuzzo and Team Moreno. Taylor Moreno is the leader, almost 900 points right now. She will most likely be a captain again if she continues that. 7:30 Eastern on ESPNU for Game 2.
Did you see that no-look, over-the-shoulder assist pass?
They've got style, yeah. No, they've got some serious style in lacrosse. Hannah Flippen leading things off. First pitch swinging down the line. Wiggins almost had it. The left fielders are trying out there to lay out for stuff, just can't quite get to it.
I would love to see Amanda Lorenz's reaction watching Megan Wiggins dive for this and feeling her pain. 3 times we've seen a left fielder dive in this game for a ball in foul territory and not come away with a catch.
Trying to help out her rookie pitcher. Look who's back, Catherine Sandercock. And guess what this is? A save situation for the all-time leader in Florida State history with 18 of them. She came in yesterday with a 3-inning save, 3 hits allowed, 1 walk, and a strikeout to close the door in their win.
She became really comfortable late in games her senior year this past season. Big pitching staff that FSU had, and we knew that, you know, Kat Sandercock could start games and go deep, but Coach Alameda wanted to push her to save games late in the game, come in with a different role, and she really rose to the occasion. Something that she got comfortable with as the season went on, and finish stronger than she started.
Great picture of her and her third baseman this week, former Florida State Seminole Jessie Warren, celebrating after the game. Flippin puts this one into the stands. Nice grab up there in the bleachers by one of our fans.
And Jessie Warren is playing, what, 15, 20 feet behind third base, but that's that picture. It just is heartwarming. Love that photo. Big win for them yesterday.
That Florida State program, a well-oiled machine, one of the best in the country consistently under Lonnie Alameda. And there they are, Warren and Sandercock. Josie Muffley maybe feeling a little left out right now in the other dugout. Just misses.
I thought that could have been a strike, flipping all the way in the back of the box, and that drop ball just continued to drop out of the zone right at the knees. That was a good spot.
Ground ball. McKinney has it. There's one out.
That's what she looked like yesterday whenever she came in relief. Professional debut and rolling ground ball out. That's what she loves to do. Jammed up some hitters with her rise ball. But when she's feeling good, she's rolling ground ball outs with that drop ball, freezing hitters on upspin in the zone. She looked really good. Big hug from Jessie Warren there as she sealed the deal for Team Woolley-Pola.
Now Erica Piancastelli with one away and nobody on. If she can finish the job. Little combined shutout, or excuse me, if she can. I'm totally backwards on the save opportunity. You got to catch me on that.
I just did, honestly.
You were looking at me funny, and I was like, wait a second, okay.
I just clicked to it. When you said it earlier, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense, save opportunity, but I know.
We'll get there eventually.
Long days, these double headers. We're bound to make a mistake
it's still, it's still double header days for us. I appreciate that, partner. Somebody's got to get on us. We probably have a few texts here telling us that, telling me that I'm not very intelligent. There's a single for Erica Piancastelli. One on, one out. Gwen Svekis due up next. Good spot on the inside corner to Svekis. Gwen from Oregon, top 14 in all 3 championship seasons. Let's go down to Savannah Collins.
Thanks, Chucky. Wanted to fill you in a little bit about what it's like in the orange dugout right now. This is this lineup's first time seeing Catherine Sandercock, and there is a lot of strategy going on. And Flippin's at bat, everybody came in and kind of swarmed her when she got back to the dugout, asking her questions. Did you feel like you were on time? What pitches did you see? And it was a great at bat for them to build off of because of all the pitches that she saw. So they're really trying to build strategy and individual plans in their at-bats against Sandercock, because this is the first time many of them have ever seen her.
There's one that has seen her a lot, but on the same team as Svekis grounds to third. Warren helping her out again, out number 2.
Yeah, I'm sure they were all swarming Josie Muffley over there, her fellow teammate that played 4 or 5 years with Kat Sandercock at FSU. And hey, give me all the deets. You hit off of each other so much when you play at the same school. You're scrimmaging all the time in the fall, maybe even scrimmaging in the spring. Get a lot of at-bats off of each other.
Muffley played right behind Sandercock at shortstop. Sure, Kat's thinking when she steps to the plate of all the defensive plays she's been helped out by Josie Muffley over the years. DJ Sanders first, though. 1-0 count, runner on second. Oh, great pitch.
pulled the string. Kind of see it with her release. It literally looked like she spun it and then like pulled it back with the way that she released that to drop it down, what, 12 mile an hour.
One jammed. McKinney back, makes the catch. Kat Sandercock, couple ground balls and some soft contact. Looks a lot like that video we showed you a few minutes ago.
I didn't have the representation when I was young. I looked up to baseball players like Jeter. I want to be just like Jeter. I think it's so wonderful that there's women in sport now and they can aspire to be just like us.
What a play, Sis Bates!
You give little girls a hope and a dream that, hey, maybe that can be me.
Oh my goodness! Called strike 3.
Everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Athletes Unlimited Softball on ESPN is sponsored by the Air National Guard and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact. All the young fans at Tops Night at the ballpark the other day, loving it. Picking up some new cards, getting those cards signed as well. There's a lot of special edition cards. Week 2 coming up. Eric Collins and Kenzie Fowler will have the call on these games. It all starts Friday at 6:30 Eastern on ESPNU. We'll find out our captains, not today like we thought, but tomorrow. But it's a full weekend of softball for you on our ESPN family of networks. We got a little wrestling match going on in the Players Suite.
I think that's Haley McClenny's puppy, Mac. And I'm not sure who the other guy is, but I need to know. They've just been...
You need to meet them.
They've just been wrestling out there. Maybe Sierra Romero's dog? Thinking who has a little golden doodle. A lot of dogs here.
Wholesome content right there. Hit into left field, McKinney off Odyssey Alexander. Lorenz does get to this one for out number 1.
Yeah, she's just so excited for a ball that goes her way in the air and doesn't have to run too far for or dive. Easy out there for Lorenz.
Odyssey trying to combine with Alyssa Denham for a complete game shutout. 5 outs away from doing so. 10 inning win points on the line here in the bottom of the 6th. Jesse Warren, dangerous bat, but 0 for 2 today.
Just such a nice day to be at the ballpark today. I mean, it's just sunny and it's not too hot. A lot of people hanging out in the player suites with the puppies.
Big swing there. Power on power. 70 from Odyssey.
Bringing it.
Look at that. Clear skies. Nice breeze. Everybody's loving it.
I do feel like that's one thing that I'm noticing from these pitchers who are returning like Odyssey. Their velo is a little bit more up than what we saw in the AUX season, that shortened 3-week season. That was about 4 weeks ago.
It's fouled back and out of play.
Odyssey comes to mind. Shannon Sale comes to mind. Her velo was a little bit up, and Payne St. George looked really good too. I feel like her velo was about the same. She was just mixing like crazy.
Orange still looking for first hit. Big time protection there.
Big time.
That was so far inside, that might have been a little self-defense, actually. This will be the 4th complete game that we've played. And if this score holds, all 4 will be decided by 2 runs or less. End of the bat, flipping, backhanded. Odyssey has out number 2.
You can get behind that. I mean, these close games.
Competition level already in week 1 just so high. Intensity level. We saw Faremo was, I mean, all day fired up after every out.
Now we're seeing a lot of early fist pumps early in the season. You can tell that everything just, I don't know, it definitely does feel more intense to start off these games. And was it like that last season? I wasn't here for it, but I watched. But I think it's different watching through the TV.
There is, everyone always says there's something about championship season drawn out a little bit further. We talked about no double headers, which I do think is a big deal. I think it's a different approach, and doubleheader teams struggled at AUX. There was clearly something with that. As a collective, just so many great pitching performances. Big cut there from Mulipola. Tried to wait on it, but just missed.
Yeah, like an off-speed rise or an off-speed curveball. That was thrown really well. Odyssey Alexander, I'm just really impressed with her so far.
A little bit of everything to this point. 1-2, 2 outs. Down low to Mulipola, 2-2.
To go back-to-back with that off-speed pitch in a different location. You could tell Gwen Svekis was set up really low outside, trying to get her to hit that spot. Looking like they're going to go back outside to a curveball. Oh, off-speed again. Okay, 3 times in a row. Keep her guessing.
Glad to see Mulipola, if you're a Team Denim fan or player, without the bases, without anybody on the bases. And the same if you get Mulipola here, to have Tori Vidalis leading off an inning with nobody on, rather than a run-producing opportunity. Deja is not making this easy, though.
Never does.
Eight of the last 9 retired.
Yeah, Odyssey Alexander, her cousin was playing on Friday to play for the Little League World Series, ended up getting there. That's Kaylee Garner, Odyssey's cousin, and ended up advancing to the World Series. So we'll see her in Greenville. It's a Pitt County Girls Softball Little League, won the Southeast region, and her cousin a part of that. Huge deal to make it to the World Series, and Odyssey will see her there when AU has a doubleheader there.
Kaylee beat Tennessee. Long run for Lorenz, and it's out of her glove. She can't believe it. Long throw, almost had it. Muffley couldn't hold on, and Deja has a double.
So close again for Amanda Lorenz. This time it hits off of her glove, and these balls that are going out there just seem to dive down. They are hit into the wind, more of a line drive, and then it just drops. Right there, she was in a catchable position. I'm sure kicking herself that she didn't catch that. That's going to go down actually as a double for Deja Mulipola, in a runner in scoring position now with Abby Ramirez running for her.
The first action so far for Abby Ramirez this season, and now here is Tori Vidalis with a chance.
It's the first hit for Team Mulipola since the bottom of the second inning to lead off the inning. It's been a while. It's only 2 hits on the board for them.
Vidalis, foul ball, but hit a long way.
Tori will just go up hacking early in the count. That's what she did with the home run that she hit. It was off of a changeup, and knowing that Odyssey is liking to go up and in with her rise ball to these right-handed hitters, she just goes up hunting it and gets a good barrel to it, just pulls it foul.
0-1 inside corner.
Follows it up with a screwball that just is pain. Gets a little bit off the plate. Second strike, though, well ahead in the count, 0-2.
The best run producers in Athletes Unlimited's young history. Fouls that straight back. Both these hitters swinging big time.
That was a big-time miss and an 0-2 count over the heart of the plate. But first pitch that she saw against Georgina Korik, got a changeup and sent it out of here. Tori can be so aggressive. I've seen a lot of these hitters just kind of go up with the mindset to get a pitch early in the count. Don't want to get 2 strikes against these good pitchers who can just really mix things up, make them vulnerable.
It's a quick conversation with Odyssey Alexander and Gwen Svekis. Swing and a miss. Big pitch from Odyssey right there to get out of a little jam.
She got away with the curveball that she missed over the heart of the plate when she went 0-2 the pitch before, locates it better, and is able to get a strikeout of the home run hitter with a runner in scoring position. Still a shutout for Mulipola. We've got a low-scoring game in this one. It's back in the top of the 5th inning, though, that Kelsey Stewart-Hunter had an RBI single up the middle of the field as a 2-out RBI for Kelsey Stewart-Hunter. Again, low-scoring game, just 2-0. That was the second run for Team Denham.
Not a lot of trees getting planted in this one. For every run scored during this Athletes Unlimited softball season, Aspiration committed to planting 10 of them, so we'll see how many get planted thanks to Aspiration's support as this season rolls on. The rookie, Catherine Sandercock, would like to not add to that total, but look at this matchup. What a great, great matchup between 2 rookies. Both of them just finished up. National runners-up at Florida State to Oklahoma. Kat Sandercock against her former teammate and Wizard defensive shortstop Josie Muffley. Starts her off inside, ball 1. Foul balled on the left field line. If you're Lonnie Alameda, how do you get a double win here? Like Muffley rockets one right at somebody, so you get...
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Lonnie Alameda is the pitching coach, so
That's
she
true.
probably
There you
wants Sandercock to win. Just kidding. Yeah, but I think you're right. Like, somebody makes a diving play. Jasmine Jackson in center field lays out for one, robs Muffley of a hit.
How about Jesse Warren?
It's a win-win-win.
Popped up. The Dallas rolling over and bounced off the netting and falls. Another chance for Josie Muffley.
Again, the wind meeting a fly ball, causing havoc. Tori probably thought that she was going to get that out, no doubt, and the wind just pushed it back.
1-2. Upstairs, ball 2. It seems like Kat's working a little bit quicker today than she was yesterday, and part of that could be the pitch clock, just getting used to it a little bit. 2-2 way inside. Muffley got a piece of it.
Yeah, she's used to taking a lot of time in between pitches, so I'm sure from the end of the college season to showing up here, I bet that's something that she worked on in her bullpens, is that 15-second pitch clock. Different routine, different timing, and of course a pitcher is all about their routine in between pitches.
Softly hit, foul. Deja was on it. Still 2-2. We are getting a little battle here, though, from the two Florida State Seminoles. Pitch number 7. Hit pretty good, high into left field. Wiggins under it and makes the catch. The first one between them goes the way of Catherine Sandercock.
That was a good swing by Josie Muffley. She was right on time. I think if that had been hit on a day with no wind, I think that one could have gone to the fence.
Nobody on for Morgan Zirkle. Team Denham with a 2-run lead. Still 20 inning win points to be decided, plus the game. Ground ball, hard hit, knocked down. No time for McKinney, although that was a really good throw from her knees. Base hit for Morgan Zirkle.
Number 23, Amanda Lorenz.
Who is feeling very comfortable at the top of the leaderboard. 300 points plus 10 to 310. Leading Faremo and Sierra Romero. Amanda Lorenz there in 4th place, and if Team Denham holds on, Zirkle, Lorenz, or Tez Denham all in the top 10, gonna get a big boost.
Yeah, between the blue that you see and the orange on that leaderboard, a lot of movement riding on this win.
Probably a good chance that we get, if it holds, the shutout, multiple pitchers from the same team with Alyssa Denham and Odyssey Alexander.
Love to see it. These pitchers looking sharp.
Fouled back toward the press box. Denham, Alexander, and Zirkle, the top 3 in the game as far as points go. But we don't know, as far as that leaderboard goes, who will be captains until tomorrow. Still 2.5 innings to be played in what was the opening day, opening game, plus a full game. Wiggins, nice throw to keep Zirkle at first base. There's 2 outs. There's what we have tomorrow. Bottom of the 5th inning between Team McClenny and Team Denham starts at 1 Eastern, and then 20 minutes after that, Team Mulipola and Team Rhodes. That's a full game that was postponed from Friday. Week 2 kicks off. Deja dropped this. Zirkle is going to go, and she's in the 2nd.
Probably go down as an error on Deja.
Another big chance here for Stuart Hunter. RBI single in the 5th.
It happened on the transfer. Deja puts the ball in her throwing hand and falls out and gets away from her speed now at second base.
Great spot on the outside corner. It was an error on Deja Mulipola, as you had mentioned. 1-1, base hit up the middle again. Stewart Hunter, Zirkle rounds, long throw is not in time. A run comes across for Team Denham, and that little miscue behind the plate cost Team Mulipola a run.
And Kelsey Stewart Hunter in this game just really using the middle of the field. Both of her hits have been right back up toward the pitcher. One to the second base side of second, and then one to the shortstop side. Morgan Zirkle with speed is gonna put on the burners to be able to score from second base. Look how close she is to missing third base. So almost had to double step to get to third base and make sure she touched it. Live, I thought maybe it was closer than it really was, but insurance run here in the top of the 7th for Team Denham.
Another runner in scoring position. Sandercock hit 68 on that last pitch on the inside corner to Anissa Ortez. Back to it, she did not go.
Yeah, that error is so critical, though, in this inning. That's what got Morgan Zirkle to second base and put her in scoring position.
One, shallow right field, long run here. Husky coming in, can't get there. Harshman couldn't either. Another run scores. Ortez into second.
Bit of bad luck for Kat Sandercock and Team Mulipola here. That ball was in the air long enough, and we'll keep talking about it. This wind, ball gets up in the air. You can see the flags blowing, and it pushes it more toward the right side of the field. Kelsey Harshman thought that she had a beat on it, and then that ball, it just died more toward the right side, ends up falling. 4-run score now for Team Denham.
RBI double. Let's go down to Savannah.
All right, you two, I've got a new AU vocabulary word to add to your repertoire. A mubble. That's a mom double for Kelsey Stewart Hunter. Gwen Svekis came up with that one on the spot when she reached second. The orange dugout yelled it out to her, so when she does it again, that's a mubble.
Very good, Savannah. See, this is the hard-hitting stuff we're talking about right there. Kelsey Stewart Hunter, mom of Trace, who we mentioned earlier, just under a year old. That's why she missed last season, her first action this summer since 2021. There's Gwen Svekis. There's Frankie Hamoudi, the rookie. Anna flipping high into right field. Husky tracking this one. Makes the catch for the third out, but two more coming across. 4-0, Team Denham leading Team Mulipola. Their final chance here.
Rounds third, the throw home. Got her! Enough for Hens to be there.
That's right. We are fans too.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Team Denham looking for a full-on sweep right now of all 120 possible win points. They're in a great spot to get it. If Odyssey Alexander can close the door with a 4-run lead, two more across in the 7th. She has combined with Alyssa Denham, the captain who started this game with 4 innings, and now through 6, they have combined for 0 runs, just 2 hits, 1 walk, and they have struck out 4. It's been masterful from both of them.
Yeah, making the moves at the right time. We've seen a lot of that the past few days, is the pitching changes being made proactively instead of reactively, and I think that's why, another reason why we've seen some better pitching performances.
Five, 6, 7, Wiggins, Harshman, Taylor. Tough spot. Wiggins has been swinging a good bat, hasn't had a lot of luck. Just hit the ball hard a few times. Harshman the same way. Wiggins fresh off her best ever finish in an Athletes Unlimited season, 5th at AUX. First pitch called, strike, the outside part of the plate. More over the heart, but Wiggins underneath it just got a piece 0-2. A lot of these pitchers trying to move their way up the draft board come tomorrow night. O2 bounces to Svekis.
Yeah, got to be able to finish it. I feel like for both, mainly actually, I would say both Denim and Odyssey, it'd be a confidence booster to throw this shutout. But I think really more so for Odyssey, being able to come in, relief, and have a shutdown relief appearance. Sure, that's what she wants, and with the way that she's throwing, she continues it. That's what should happen. Gotta execute some pitches though like that.
Yeah, that'll do it. Swing and a miss from Wiggins. Strikeout number 4.
Number 33, Kelsey Harshman.
And able to work that. Looks like a low rise ball or a screw ball that moves both away from Megan Wiggins and up.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here it is, the game leaderboard. Alyssa Denham leads the way with 98. Odyssey Alexander there at 3rd with 78. And Anissa Ortez, 88 points. We'll see who picks up those MVP nods. This is really high. Nobody's calling it right now. Muffley, that is such a good catch. I think she was expecting to be called off. And that's just how good Josie Muffley is, looking over her shoulder.
Yeah, communicating right now with Erica Biancastelli and Morgan Zirkle. They all crash in on this, and Muffley goes. And I don't think that she thought she was even going to have a chance to catch that, but the wind blows it in closer to her, and then it ends up being her that comes away with the catch, thinking that that was going to be further in right center field.
I think that was a sorry from Erica Biancastelli. Swing and a miss from Taylor. I mean, Muffley took her eye off that for a long time. That might have been on the way down when she picked it back up.
Not to mention we have the wind, and the sun is out there somewhere too. Last I checked, it's daylight, so playing all kinds of havoc on her. Good defender.
Josie Muffley's one of all the great gloves we've seen. She could make a run for defensive MVP. Talking about the sun right there.
Looked up, I saw it, some kind of laughs about that play.
It's the second time Nadia Taylor's taken a swing and been hit right there. Now they say she didn't go.
No, she did. That should be a strike. There's no way
now they're bringing her back.
That she's trying to sell it, but she clearly moved into that pitch, and her bat almost, what, 60, 70% around? Yeah, that's a swing.
Confusing because it looked like there was a call that she didn't go around, but clearly she did. And she was jogging to first and quickly came back. Not sure what the communication error was there. 1-2 from Odyssey Alexander. Got her swinging. Combined shutout from Denham and Alexander. How about that?
That has to feel so good for Odyssey Alexander. She looked terrific. Alyssa Denham gave him that great start, and Odyssey Alexander finished it off and had an offense that scored in 3 different innings, including some insurance runs in the top of the 7th. team win for Team Denham.
7 innings combined, 2 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 5 of them belonging to the James Madison superstar. Don't forget, more Athletes Unlimited action coming your way tonight. Lacrosse, 5 Eastern on ESPNU, back-to-back. Team Colson and Team Reed, and then 7:30 Eastern, Team Apuzzo and Team Moreno with the leader, Taylor Moreno, almost 900 points so far. Oh, what a fantastic day of softball we have had. This is the biggest score differential we've seen. A combined shutout between Alexander and the team captain, Alyssa Denham. For Savannah Collins, Amanda Scarborough, and our awesome crew here in Rosemont, I'm Chucky Kemp. We will see you next week.